When I was real young, I knew I was created for something specifically to
Yes.
do on this earth. And the battle of the wills that you talk about, my lights went out. And I'm 33, and I've been basically the walking dead, you know,
Yes.
for most of my life.
Yes.
And I couldn't connect. And my question before, which you consider, I believe, frivolous, I do not, because I'm still unconnected. You know, like you have your niche, so it's no problem. But someone like me, I don't, and I don't know how to find it.
Oh, you mean the niche in your work?
I know I was created. I can do things and make money, but I have no business there, and I know it. I can feel it. You know what I mean? But I don't know how to get... See, I had it right when I was a kid, and I remember.
Right.
I mean, I remember it very, very clearly. But I don't remember...
What
I mean,
threw
you
you
know,
off balance? What threw you off
well,
balance?
I knew what that was, but I don't know how to get back to that surety that I had.
You're saying that Roy Masters has this niche, and he's a teacher.
Yeah, right.
I guess I'm a
That's
teacher,
what you
right?
were created for. I can tell it in people. I know what
Well,
it is, you know.
But we're all created teachers. Every person in this room is a minister of the gospel or God. But you have to have the Bible or the truth written in your heart and not quote verses and chapters. Because people only robot and wind-up toys, see, will be very impressed by verses and chapters and people who are in the know, who pull rank with that kind of knowing. So I don't expect you to be a Bible thumper and one of those so-called Christians or Jews or whatever. That's not going to help your family at all. But I'm saying I'm a minister in my own home long before I was a minister or teacher. A leader. And all men especially must be leaders and teachers in their own home, but by example, by love, not by the force that we're talking about. In other words, I would like my sons to be in my work, but I would also realize that they cannot... I'm coming to your question in a roundabout way. They cannot do what I do, except they become a success in their own life, and they must be able to practice what they preach, and they must learn to deal with business situations, give a good measure, you know, don't take advantage of your client, but guide them as if you were, as yourself wanted to be guided, so they can make a profit. Don't take all the profit. Let them make some. See, you know, guide them so they make good decisions, so that the decision is profitable and they're not sorry afterwards. Help them to make their own decision by giving the proper information rather than being a salesperson, which is all the opposite of what the world teaches. But coming to the point, they are doing that now, and they are growing in character, and doing their own thing is very important for you children of light, because it's much better for you to make your own decisions and live and die by your own lights than live by somebody else, some boss's light whose light is out. See? It's very frustrating. Most of them have lived only by violence and force, like the Russian. See? They know how only to dominate because we're all weak, and we respond to the pressure, and we begin to give them, when we begin to think we don't know, and we wimp out to doubt, and we believe in the person that has made us wimp out to doubt, and they don't know either, and we're both, you know, the blind leading the blind. They both fall into the ditch. But coming to the point of finding what is your niche, what is your job? What can a potato farmer say? Or the Australian Aborigine? What can he say about who can be a teacher? Like the Pope. See? Who can be a teacher like a Roy Masters? I have this calling. One of us got through. I got through. Most of you are, you know, are ambulant cases, and most of you will die, except you have someone, a redeemer of some kind. And I got through like Moses got through. There's a few of us get through. I don't know how we got through, but a finger must have come down and says, you. And I don't know who me, I don't know, why am I different? I'm not any different from you. I got through, and I don't know why, but that's good Lord's plan, and you recognize I got through, and I'm getting through to you, right? Now, I'm saying, don't worry about your calling. To hell with your calling. Because I don't care where you find yourself, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, there's always something that will light up and say, I can do that. There's a place here for me. It lit up for me. Nobody's doing what I'm doing. There are people who appear to be doing what I'm doing, but no one's really doing what I'm doing. So I had to really discover what to do. There was no one to teach me except my own spirit. And it taught me what to do, and it teaches me what to say, see, and how to invest, and when to have television programs, and when to cut them off, when to hire and fire, see. that sort of thing. It's guiding me, and the philosophy begins to form as I put one foot in front of the other. But even as a business, I come in contact with people. In my contacts with people, they see I'm fair, sober, and people always come up to you, even though they don't know that you're a teacher. And I'm a buyer. They don't know I'm a teacher. I'm buying a television camera somewhere. They don't know I'm a teacher. And we get to talking, and I can always find out from people. Some people will always open their hearts to you, and there's a little family problem. And somehow it comes around, and you have a nice little piece of advice to give them, right?
Yeah.
And they say, hey man, how did you know that? I'm a minister. Mark and Mark masters in their real estate. They're always preaching to people about principles and things like that. And pretty soon they've forgotten the real estate and they're talking about problems, and you see, and how to spend their money and being wise and not being too impulsive and be patient. Don't buy this property, wait, if you're not sure. Teaching them that. They are ministers. You'll find ministry as a potato farmer. But you won't always stay a potato farmer, because I don't know, if you be a cleaning lady and you could clean so beautifully and become a ballerina cleaning lady, everybody would stop to see your ballerina, your ballet, right? How do you do it so well? Somebody would want you to be, to have a class in how to clean. And you have your own school. One thing always leads to another. One foot in front of the other. Save your money. When you walk into a store with your hard-earned money, that's healthy. With your money, even if you have to work labor for a while, that's good. See, don't hate your boss. Know always
I'm the
that.
boss.
Pardon? Oh well, but let's just spread it to others who may not be their own boss. If you happen to be in a labor camp, that's what it really is. It's a concentration camp when you're working for somebody.
How do you not hate him?
Well, how do you not hate him is another question, but not resent him, learn to be patient, and you see, stop getting your energy from reacting to your work, see? Stop making up for guilt, stop looking for approval, because all these tie you to these emotional things. Now we're coming back to they tie you because you can't get far from the things that you need to emotionally sustain your ego.
Yeah.
Because if you get far away from them, then you start to feel anxiety and guilt and something's wrong, and even though you hate your work, you have to go back there. So you have to do the thing that kills you. And as I'm saying, sooner or later in your life, if you don't do all these things properly, you'll never work yourself out of work, you'll never work yourself into your own business, and then you'll never work yourself into retirement. Because eventually, if you have your own business, you leave the other jobs for the people that once you did it. See, and then you become a good boss, and you teach them to go into their own business. See, and pretty soon they go up a notch, and the next one comes in, and your business gets bigger. And one day, you'll be retired, but you'll be retired through the wisdom and the spirit of the Creator, and not the wisdom of the government.